Last time on Schmuk.
We received an urgent message from Starbase 32 along the MGTOW border.
The feminist collective has engaged. They have sent a huge... Sure we can Please send help.
We are feminism. Lower your standards and surrender your dicks. We will add 10% of your population to our own. All of society will adapt to service. Us.
If any ship did cross the neutral zone into Gynuland territory, you can be assured it will wish it had not. I suggest, Captain, that you leave now before my patience runs its limit.
And now, the continuation.
Target that pod for fire.
The pod speed took it out of weapons range, sir. It's already crossing to the neutral zone.
Lay in pursuit.
Sir, the Federation ship is heading into the neutral zone.
The Federation is so predictable. Full power to cloak. Follow the Federation ship. Tight formation on their belly. I don't want the Gynulands detecting both our ships.
Captain, the Federation ship has open communications to the Gynulan vessel.
Is there any sign either vessel is detecting us?
No, sir. Their scanners have not even hit our hull.
Set a course heading 253, Mark 1.
Course entered, sir.
Execute.
Sir, I'm reading a faint quantum energy signature about a mile below the surface of the planet.
Maintain power to cloak. Shunt remaining power to scanners. I want to know if so much as a Targ fleet is born.
There is a Gynulan war burden decloaking off the starboard bow. They have disabled our auxiliary power. Cloak is failing.
Open fire. Let us die well.
Sir, their tractor beam is training our primary power systems.
Divert emergency power to weapons. Fire again.
No effect, sir. Relays have fused.
Petok. Send the transmission. Full power to engines. Ram them.
So I understand you lost a bet once at Jupiter Station about who could raise the resequencer rate 98%.
Yes, I was telling the bartender there how I was not too happy.
Well, while we were waiting for this retrofit, I got a communication telling me that you've been banned for causing your opponent's control console to explode in retaliation.
Sir, Space Dock says all systems are go. We are clear to decouple.
Initiate decoupling sequence and take us out nice and slow.
Yes, Captain. Setting course.
We have been called to the Kesler system to aid in medical relief for the wounded of the disaster there. Set course and engage Warp 6.
Captain, we have received some sort of message. It's been encrypted. The computer can't decode.
Can you tell who it's from?
No. It's only addressed United Federation of Men's Rights, USS Jellybean. After that, nothing.
Commander, attempt to decode the message. It's priority 1. In the meantime, engage.
Yes, Captain.
Lieutenant, let's put the message through the Universal Translator Matrix with the fractal changes we made earlier.
Yes, sir. Sir, do you think we are doomed with the rise of feminists?
It is true, they have gained many an unfair advantage through assimilation, but I'm sure people will see them for who they are and fight back. I think we will prevail in the end.
The Matrix has completed its scan. The data is fragmented.
Increase the refract algorithm by power of 4.
Yes, sir. The feminists have gained cloaking technology. How are people going to know their tyranny if it's hiding in plain sight? I mean, we could have feminists among us right now and we would never know. I have not run a tachyon scan in engineering. Have you ran a tachyon scan? They could be right behind you, sending gynocentric messages straight to your brain and you would not even know it because they have a cloak that shields them from scrutiny and sight. They could be controlling the captain. What if we are not heading to give medical aid? What if we are heading into a feminist study armada? Have you checked to see if our orders came from a reputable
Lieutenant,
source?
calm down. I think you may be slightly paranoid.
Message decoded.
Computer, is this message intact?
There is a 15% degradation of the message due to signal deterioration and fractal separation.
Save message into file Kesler Alpha 1. Lieutenant, go see the doctor. Perhaps he can give you something to help your anxiety. I'm heading to the bridge.
Enter.
Sir, I have decoded the message. It's audio only.
Let's hear it.
Computer, play file Kesler Alpha 1.
USS Jellybean. This is Captain Lowe of the MGTOW battlecruiser Lowe Hoskorge. If you have received this message, it means both my crew and I have been captured or killed. We believe the Nulans are creating a secret weapon that castrates its male targets on the molecular level and rearranges the neural pathways to be gynocentric in nature. Captain Nero, I don't have to tell you what a weapon like this would do to the defense of both the Federation and the MGTOW Empire. The production of this weapon must be stopped at all cost. Within this message are coordinates of the confirmed base, where it is being developed. Good luck, Captain.
If the Gynulians succeed in finishing the development of such a weapon, it will seriously tip the power of the entire quadrant.
Nero to bridge. Change heading to MGTOW homeworld. Warp 9.
Yes, Captain.
Captain's log. Stardate 41104-3. We've arrived at the MGTOW homeworld to ask the High Council for permission to use the cloaking technology for a single mission. Without it, I fear our attempt will fail before we even reach our destination.
Captain, I assure you the High Council knows nothing of such a mission into Gynulian space. But if what you say is true and the Gynulians are indeed developing such a weapon, then the very balance of power in this quadrant could be in jeopardy. The High Council grants you permission and use of a cloak for this mission.
Thank you, Admiral. I can assure you we will do everything in our power to secure this threat.
Captain, the cloak has been installed. We are ready.
Captain, our forces are ready to disrupt the gravitic sensors at random locations in the region. I hope they think it's a malfunction and don't notice you crossing.
This is really the only way to avoid an all-out war. If war does happen, I prefer to have it without this new weapon.
Kapla!
I've managed to locate the gravic sensor, Captain. Ready to disrupt its communication on your mark.
All hands to your stations. Open a channel to the fleet.
Channel is open.
This is Captain Nero. Commence Operation Gynostruction now.
Captain, the sensor is down.
Set course to the coordinates in the message. Warp 9.
I'm definitely picking up a singularity energy signature from below the surface. It seems consistent with Gynulian energy-based systems.
Life signs.
No, sir. Either there's no one on the surface, or they're somehow being masked.
Sensors show this planet has a high concentration of nitrium, which may be masking life signs.
I could attempt to do a deep scan of the area around the energy signature. It might show if there is any structure there, and may even detect life signs. Problem is, if any Gynulian vessels are in the area, they may pick up our scans.
It's a chance we have to take. We can't just start beaming down there blindly. Begin your scans.
Captain, I'm picking up a strange quantum distortion, 300 kilometers dead ahead.
On screen.
It's emitting some strange signal. I've never seen anything like it before, sir.
I'm going to run it through the computer and see if it can tell us anything. It's reading as a 21st century Earth signal. It was used by satellites to beam communication quickly. Very primitive by today's standards. The computer has finished its analysis of the file. It's both audio and visual.
Put it on the viewer.
Hi everyone, Sandman here.
You will be responsible for your mass execution and annihilation of your people.
Gonorrhea! Today's video was brought to you by a donation from
Happy, joy, joy, happy, joy. White fucking cracker devils. The filthy scum of the fucking earth did it. Then the innocent among you will be preyed upon you and executed and murdered upon you in your very eyes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, no. It's bacon!
Wow. What was wrong with people back then?
I'm surprised we even survived.
Captain, the computer has completed its scan. There are 400 Gynulian life signs and 110 MGTOW life signs.
They're still alive.
Captain? I'm showing 50 of the MGTOW as female.
That's not possible. There's no female MGTOW. They perfected uterine and maturation technology.
The sensor readings clearly read female.
Have you located the weapon?
No, sir. I'm not reading anything with a weapon signature other than standard disruptors and a planet defensive cannon.
There are far too many Gynulians to take on with our crew's complement. Commander Kesler, I want a rescue plan on my desk within 2 hours.
Aye, sir.
Continue your scan of the planet and the anomaly.
Yes, sir.
Activate view screen 12, sector 36, grid 195, planet 3.1, occupying species 5618 and 3259. Execute assimilation process.
This is Planet Habojid. You have entered restricted space. Identify yourself immediately.
We are feminism. Prepare to surrender. All of your females are belong to us. Resistance is futile.
Captain, the anomaly has dissipated, but before it did, I traced its source. It was being generated from the surface. I've scanned the entire planet, and there's no sign of any weapon. If it was here, it isn't here any longer.
I've come up with a plan, but you're not going to like it. We can transport all the MGTOW prisoners to the ship. However, we are not a transport vessel, and the time it will take to transport all prisoners is just under 3 minutes. Thus, we should start with the ones that are not near their captors. This will reduce their awareness to the last 30 seconds.
That's not so bad.
We're unable to transport while close any planet sensors and nearby ships. They're gonna know we're here.
The planetary defense cannon will pound us to dirt.
The Jelly Bean got several new features with its retrofit. We have absorbent hull plating. Its efficiency is only about 10%, but the anomaly left a temporal wake. If we can keep a position with the wake between us and the attacker, the weapons fire will distort and end where we were, rather than where we are. Captain, I set the computer to monitor the MGTOW life signs. That signal means we lost a male MGTOW and gained a female one, sir.
We will execute this plan. We must begin now.
Gynulane Warbird decloaking.
2 more Gynulian Hyman-class destroyers on an intercept course. ETA 2 minutes.
The transport is complete, Captain.
Target the compound.
Yes, sir.
Load the Trichobolt warhead and set for maximum impact and fire. Get us out of here. Maximum warp. Engage.
I've received word from the MGTOW High Council. Without knowing the exact nature of the experiments and how they were performed, the changes in the MGTOW gender are permanent. Captain, we have detected the same anomaly in the Habojid system. There is a sensor facility on the moon of the second planet. You are to proceed there immediately after any repairs to investigate.
Yes, Admiral. Set course for the Habojid system, Warp 4.